What's going on, YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. In today's video, I'm here for a quickie with the Toyota 86, not to be confused with the GR86 or GT86. It could be called the GT86. Let me know in the comments. But the 86, that's what started it all with Toyota's small coupe. So this car debuted around 2013, but it was an FRS at Scion. But this car was in the rest of the world. And then Subaru also has their clone, the BRZ. But let's take a walk around here. Well, I actually own the 2013 FRS, the one where the engine went kaboom, but you don't have to worry about that on this one. This trim is a little bit different. So this is the 86, the 860 Special Edition. I don't know what makes it special, but you can see the bits going around the car. So this is the front engine, rear-wheel drive vehicle, 208 horsepower, and it's known with that famous torque dip. But this car is a blast to drive. It's like I said, I did own the Scion FRS. It's the same thing, but this one was more updated. Notice we got the black spoiler, diffuser looking the same, and the inside of this car where you can notice a lot of the differences. But I see an 86 sticker on the trunk over here. So this is the 86 badge going around there. Same thing is on the quarter fender up front. And then it's like an off-white paint, got some flake up in it, subtle orange accents, as you can notice in the 86 badge over here. Got orange in the background, and that theme is going to carry on to the interior of the car. You see we got the black mirrors as well. So these 86s and BRZs and FRSs, they're just simple, fun, lightweight, just fun to toss around. They slide out easily, driftable cars. Just, man, Toyota did their thing on these. But we're about to go take a look at the inside real quick. Opening the door, got some soft touch here. I won't call it suede, but it's like cloth. Got the orange stitching going around it, as well as around the speaker. We got like this leather, feels like leather down here. Nice stitching. The seats, great bolstering, and they have orange stitching going on them, as well as the steering wheel, handbrake. It's everywhere, even the thing that covers the IPC. Now, I can't believe that I used to daily drive one of these with 2 kids. If you watch my videos in the past, I always had 2 car seats. Same thing for this car. I had 2 car seats in here. No idea how we were able to make it around, but we somehow did. At this point in my life, I can't even do it anymore. So today is going to be a quickie, so this video isn't going to be that long. And before I get into it, let me give a shout out to the men of culture. We got Race Car Friends, Blueprint 1 Elite, 100 Gang Nate. Go check out their channels. And a special huge thank you and shout out to City of Cars. I'm going to link them down in the description below. This car is available for sale, so if you're interested, check them out. It's for a cool $22,000, so it's a lot of car for the money. So let's hop in and hit the road. So this car is real small, but that doesn't take away anything from it. It's not the most practical. The biggest competitor is going to be like a Miata or a BRZ, which is the same car. Yeah, that's itty bitty. But the driver space is really good up in here. Steering wheel is nice. Kind of like these smooth steering wheels. I'm kind of getting tired of Alcantara as I lose my phone. Buckle up for safety. So this edition is much nicer than the basic edition like I had. So this one has heated seats, and like just the way things looks, like it's got the soft cloth on the dash, like I said, on the cluster up here, up level audio, got perforated door panels here, more cloth here. The stitching is nice, so you'll stand apart. And then here's your traction control off, as well as your track mode. But we're not going to be driving that hard today, so let's get on out of here. Like I said, it's going to be a quickie. It's not a whole lot of travel in the clutch pedal. Precise with the gears. This thing is pretty good. Pull it up and go to reverse. Got a rear view camera on here. This is just, it looks like an aftermarket radio, but it's not. I'm not sure who makes these radios. I remember in the FRS it actually had the brand on it. I don't know if it's Pioneer or Alpine. If you're an OG like me that used to put head units in your car, you're like, oh man, is this aftermarket? Because when you see that you think aftermarket, but they actually make a lot of radios for these vehicles, like cars that you'll see on the road today. Gotta rev it out to get the power. Let's see how this boy drives. When it gets sideways, that's what I love about these cars. It's so playful in nature. Red match downshift, easy peasy. Ooh, want to play a whole lot. Car is so playful. This was one of my favorite cars at the time, but that torque dip it actually didn't take away too much, but just having a lightweight car, I wasn't used to having a car of this nature, and this was the first of a kind like me. But man, this is great. Visibility is really good too for a car this small, because coupes generally don't have any visibility. From what I told, they put Prius tires on here, so that adds to the slidability of it. It's more playful. It lets you be able to slide out and drift doing low speeds. Like I'm preaching these days, slow car fast. You can do fast car things in the car that's slow, because this only has 208 horsepower, which isn't a lot, but it's not slow by any means. 0 to 60 happens in like 6.5 seconds. And this is just a 2-liter naturally aspirated. The GR86 that has a 2.4 liter engine, and that car is noticeably faster. Like that power chain is really nice in this car, or that car. But this thing is really planted. My FRS, it remained really flat in the corners, aside from the engine problem that I had. Shout out to Subaru. This thing revs up pretty high too. That's very playful out here. The bright colors over there. Floored, it's kind of underwhelming, but the shifter and the pedals on here feel excellent, and the push button start is all the way down here. It's an awkward spot. I thought it would be up here somewhere, but I don't remember it being down here. I don't know. Then you got your HVAC down here, digital LED readout on that time. Very simplistic vehicle. There's not a whole lot to it, and that's how they're able to keep the cost low. And this car, like I said, is $22,000, so it comes with AC, a lot of fun. It's very mechanical. You can do some modifications to it. You can tune out that torque dip between 3,000 and 4,000 RPM, and you'll have a great car, a great handling car. Huge aftermarket on these. I actually wouldn't mind owning this car myself, because I need a rear-wheel drive car on my fleet. Like this shifter, man, and the suspension isn't bad at all too. My FRS was quite harsh. That thing was really harsh, but I think the previous owner had modified the suspension. That thing was rough, but this is a lot more compliant. Take this turn real quick. Do a whole lot of jiffy things. And a very cheap package. That's what I love about these. The things that you can do, so approachable. You can do things that, like the other cars, I keep on preaching this, like my other cars have such high limits. But as a normal daily driver, like you're not breaking any laws doing these types of this hoonery that I can do in here. And that's why I really enjoy these cars, man. Test out the turning radius real quick. Dang, it's got a great turning radius. Gotta actually put some power to the clutch. I'm used to just like barely putting any throttle input in to take off, but you gotta put a little bit more in this because the power's so low. Let's see what it's like from a standstill. That's pretty good. So when you're going to red line, you're going to avoid the torque dip, because when you switch the gears, it's going to be above 4,000 RPMs. So you would only notice the torque dip like when you're trying to get into those speeds, like right now. Drop the gear, and then it takes off. Like it's not slow at all. Once you're in motion, you're good. This car just always wants to lose traction. I like that a whole lot. And this shifter is so good, I keep saying that. This is a good car, man. I'm not sure if I would rather have this or the GR86. But for the price, this is $22. The GR86 used is about $30,000. They actually have one of those for sale too. And I don't know which one I would rather buy. Probably newer, but to save this kind of money, like I'll definitely consider this too. This would be a strong contender. Go back across. Jump the ramp. Oh, we got airborne. Wow, we so crazy. Drop a couple gears. Nobody knows, and I'm flooring it, and people just going about their business. And if you want this to be track capable, be quiet. You just get a set of stickier tires. Boom, problem solved. But I like it as is, like without all the grip. I think grip kind of takes away the fun of cars. This adds a lot of character to it. This car has character. And that gear shifter is so good. Toyota, I used to honestly hate Toyota because I didn't pay any attention to them till like the mid 2000s, where they had nothing to offer for an enthusiast. And then they brought this out around 2013. It's like, all right, Toyota, this is good. And then they came back with the Supra, the GR Corolla, and the GR86 for the second generation. And Toyota's been on it, man. Like the prowess that they had for enthusiasm in the 80s and 90s, that has come back in today. And I kind of missed it. Actually, I didn't even know they existed really. I was into like muscle cars and like supercars back in the 90s. But this is a very affordable vehicle. When I had my FRS, I bought a used one with like 60,000 miles. I only paid $12,000 for that car, so they're super cheap. Nowadays the market is kind of crazy, but you can get an older one for much cheaper than what this is. So this is a great platform to have, and I would love to own one of these. So drop a comment, would you rather have one of these or a Miata? Let's merge into traffic, see how it is. Are we Prius slow with these Prius tires? They get in quite well. How's the brakes? Somewhat squishy, but they're still good. Alright, bang this corner real quick. Man, tires ain't got no grip. Didn't even bang that corner hard. Let's do a victory lap right here and we'll call it a day. Downshifting so good. Man. Oh yeah. Whoever buys this is gonna have a ton of fun, man. Woo! 2 thumbs up. Definitely gotta add some throttle in there to get moving. That 200 horsepower ain't hitting it. Alright. Good feeling handbrake. It's not as beefy, but it's good. This is a great car, man. Uh-oh, poverty spec. We got some blank buttons around here. And this is a special edition. Thought it would be fully loaded. I don't know, maybe they just carried it over from other Toyota models. We made it back safely to City of Cars. If my budget would allow for it, I would have this car as well. That would complete my collection of front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. But budget won't allow it, so I can't do it. But one of you can, so go check out cityofcars.com. This is available, and the GR86 is available. So this car is just as fun as I remember, if not more. So this car is right there on par with the GR86. But the GR86 does do some things better, like it has more power and it's a more refined vehicle. But this car is fun as well. It's cut from the same cloth. It's just older and cheaper, so that's a good thing. And this one only got 30,000 miles, so come check it out. I'm going to end my video with that. This car is probably one of the most fun values out there, especially when it comes to rear-wheel drive. It's only like this or a Miata or older Mustang. So that's what I got for you all today. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one.